What's up YouTube, Never Lucky Pulse here, today showing you my Kashtira-Adventure Deck profile, post Photon Hypernova and post Banlist. The deck didn't get hurt that much, only the wind barrier statue is gone, but other than that the deck is at full power. I will show you now my build. It's very simple, free unicorn, free Fenrir and free Rysat for the main monsters. You have to play them as a free of, no exceptions. And for the other ones, you can mix it up, but I'm going for double T-element Kashtira and one Kashtira Scarecrow. This one mainly against Babushka or against the Magnite Link monster. And this one is useful if you, for example, don't have enough materials on your Rysat. You can special summon her in the standby phase with the Shangri-La effect, milling free cards, getting information about your opponent's deck, and you get the attachments on your Rysat. So quite nice in my opinion. That's the main core of the Kashtira monsters. I'm very satisfied with the ratio, I wouldn't change anything. Next up for the spicy tech, double Fog King. The main issue with this deck is you don't have protection against Lava Golem, against Fear Mode, against Kurikara, against the Kaijus, against the Flowanderies deck, against the Rika deck, whatever. And this guy says no card can be tributed. Means all the board wipers are gone now. Only Super Poly, Book of Eclipse, Book of Moon are playable against this guy, but other than that, every other card is gone. So if you summon him, you can normal summon him without tributing. He has 0 attack points, but you have still your normal summon. You special summon all your Kashtira monsters, so you don't care about your normal summon. So you normal summon him after special summoning Unicorn, and you are safe against Nibiru, against everything. So this one is quite nice. Not playing him as a free off because you don't want to open multiple copies in your starting hand. But you can side the third copy if you want. For the spells, triple Theosis, aka Papayas, 4 copies of the field spell. Yeah, you have to play it. It's super nice. And for the one-off power cards, 1 birth only. I don't want to play multiples. You will always search the Theosis, and if you have it already in hand, you go for birth. Next up, the Big Bang, also as a one-off. The other traps and spells are not that great, so you don't need to play them. For the consistency cards, Pot of Prosperity, you need to play this as a free off. You can banish your entire extra deck. You have your boss monsters on the field already with Fenrir, with Unicorn, so it's not that painful to banish cards from your extra deck. So you have a space for 3 Pot of Prosperities. For the Water Engine, and triple Water Enchantress, double Rite of Armisir, 1 Fateful Adventure, 1 Dracobag, and 1 Griffin against Nibiru, etc. If you don't open Fog King, you can use the Adventure Token engine to protect yourself against 1 hand trap. I don't play any hand traps, I play board wipers in the main deck, Lava Golem, free off, and Book of Eclipse, also a free off. Is super nice. You can use this card offensively and in a defense sense. You can set this card, and if your opponent manages to quote-unquote break your board or is close to breaking your board, you can flip this card and basically protect your entire field. So that's it for the main deck. Extra deck, I'm playing double copy of Kashtira Rysat. You need them as a 2-off. 1 can be used as a Pot of Prosperity target, but most of the times, especially in the mirror match, you will need 2 copies at least. Same story for this one. Shangri-La, alt 2-off in the deck is a must. Also double Zeus. In the mirror match, your opponent will banish the first Zeus, so you will need the second copy. You can also go for 3 copies of Zeus, there's no problem in it, but a 2-off is a must, so you have to play 2 copies. 1 Raid Raptor for Burning in Time. I'm playing the Raid Raptor, which burns for 600 life points, so in game 3 in time I will use this one. Red Eyes, also a time card. You can also play this one, but this one is instantly triggered, so you burn your opponent. And this one, yeah, you have to rely on your opponent to activate some cards, but he can also set 4 cards, 1 monster face down past turn, and you maybe end up on a draw. So this one is a bit better for Burning in Time. And number 11, Big Eye, Dracosec, number 89, Happiness. Happiness is very cool. You can summon her with 2 level 7 monsters, activate her effect in the mirror match, negating the entire field of your opponent, going into the battle phase, overlaying for Zeus, and wiping the entire board. Very cool card. And for the link monsters, Cherubini, you can tribute the Dracossack tokens to get your Cherubini on field, and he dumps you the Water Enchantress to the graveyard, and you can get your Brave Token engine rolling. One Donner, if you get locked or if you want to clear your board, you can summon him, shoot him and one of your opponent's monsters to empty your field. And one Link Kuriboh against the lock. So yeah, that's it for the extra deck. Now for the side deck. Side deck, I'm playing triple copy of Ash, mainly against Book of Eclipse, or if you face Despia against the Branded Fusion, this card is quite useful. In my opinion, better compared to Infinite Impermanence, because you can stop the power cards or the consistency cards, for like the Pot of Prosperity, etc. This one is very good. Going first, anti-spell in the mirror match, this card is very strong because all the Kashtira spells are slow spells, not quick spells, so this one is very cool. Triple Soulman Judgment, additional Omni Negation against Evenly Matched, against Lightning Storm, whatever, this one is needed. Going second, Evenly Matched, yeah, to break boards. Plus the Thrust is a fourth copy for Evenly Matched, or can be used for triple tactics, or can be used for Lightning Storm. So you basically have double tactics or double Lightning Storm, or 4 copies of Evenly Matched. So this one is very versatile. And for Burning in Time, the Napalm Dragon, the Raid Raptor one. If he's summoned, you can activate this effect and burn for 600 life points to win the game in time. Most of the times, if I'm going first, I will side in the triple Ash, the triple Judgment, and the double Anti-Spell. These cards are going second cards. And you can drop, of course, the triple Golem and triple Book if you are going first after losing game 1, or if you're in game 3, whatever. You are siding out board breakers. And 2 additional cards you can go for example, 1 Water Enchantress and maybe 1 Kashtira Element. That would be a good choice to swap them out. So you don't want to side out multiples of your Brave Token engine because you need it, but the board breakers are an easy target to side out, and the Kashtira Element and 1 Water Enchantress are also fine. You can also keep the Water Enchantress if you are playing against a lot of removals. You can side out maybe 1 Fenrir instead, but it's up to you and your opponent. But if you're going second, you obviously keep in your board breakers, and you will side in most of the times these ones, maybe this one. Tactics is cool, maybe Tactics if you want to break very strong boards in the mirror match, especially this one is very good. Lightning Storm is bad in the mirror match. You don't want to see Lightning Storm, but these 5 cards are insane in the mirror match. So you side out Water Enchantress, the Element, the double Fork King. If you are going second, he's useless. And maybe if you are not that scary to end up on only spell and traps, you can side out also 1 Fenrir. So those are the cards you side out going second, and side in additional board breakers. So you have 6 the Lava Golems, the Book of Eclipse, plus this one 9, 10, 11 cards to break boards, which is very good, and you have a decent chance to draw them. Plus you have your Prosperity, etc. So you will most of the times draw at least 1 of the power cards. As to recap this deck, it's awesome to play, especially in the mirror match. It's very challenging and demanding. It's a lot of thinking, and my opponents who played as well the deck in the mirror match said the same thing. It's very cool, makes a lot of fun. It's not boring autopilot deck. Yeah, you can play it on the autopilot. You will lose most of the times because you have the same combo. You will end up on number 89, the Rysat and the Shangri-La. Okay, 1 Lava Golem, GG. So there are other ways to play this deck, like I showed you in this deck profile, with the Forking against the Tribute Summons, with the Brave Token engine to have at least 1 Omni Negation if you don't open the Forking, to have the protection against Nibiru, etc. Because most of the decks are playing only 3 Nibirus and that's it. So they don't have multiple hand traps in the starting hand. And that's the big advantage. If you have Forking, you can stop the board breakers, quote unquote, to break your entire board. That was my idea behind it, and it worked out so far. I was very pleased with the performance of the deck, and I will show you later on the duels. And from my next locus, I couldn't film in the last locus, but in the next locus I will give you the videos, all the duels, and will comment on my moves there. Until now, you have to wait patiently for the videos, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. Drop a like and subscribe if you do, and see you in the next one. Bye!